Good morning and welcome to Cuenca, the Athens of Ecuador and possibly the prettiest city in all of the Americas. This is Parque Calderón, the heart of this Andean city with 1,000 years of history. On this side, we've got the new cathedral. On this side, we've got the old cathedral, and it's surrounded by beautiful colonial buildings. The city itself is about 500 years old since it was founded by the Spanish, but there's actually about 1,000 years of history here. This is an area that was fought over by empires. Originally the Canary people lived here, and they're one of the few people to have held off the Inca in battle. Once the Inca settled, they built possibly one of the most amazing cities ever constructed, and it is a candidate for El Dorado. All of the buildings were said to be covered in gold, but it was destroyed before the Spanish arrived, who were searching for El Dorado, and they built Cuenca. About 30 seconds walk from Parque Calderón is one of the prettiest parts of Cuenca, the flower market. This is Plaza de San Sebastian, and it's one of the prettiest parts of the city. It's much quieter and much more local than in the centre. Surrounded by little local places to eat, some of which, like Chicano, are a bit more gringo. But there's good places for coffee here and here, and I'd highly recommend it. At the very bottom is one of our favourite museums, the Museum of Modern Art. San Sebastian's maybe a 10 minutes walk at the most from Parque Calderón. It's really not far, and it's a beautiful walk just through all the colonial buildings of Cuenca. San Sebastian is one of the earliest parts of Cuenca. This dates back to about 1560 or so almost 500 years ago. And the church that was originally built here, but not this one, it was one of the first churches in the city. This is a real part to experience the history of Cuenca. Cuenca is one of, if not the main, centres of culture in Ecuador. So as well as the different museums, like there's all this street art everywhere, there's sculptures, and it's just full of different artists who are creating all of the time. And it just builds this like wonderful atmosphere everywhere you go. It's really lovely, it's really relaxed, and it's just a perfect place to enjoy a relaxed little weekend. This is the Río Tomebamba, and it's the most important river in Cuenca. This beautiful footpath along Tomebamba is a perfect place to come and relax, have a little picnic, sit down by the water, drink some coffee. But it's also one of the reasons why Cuenca was founded here. Cuenca is at the confluence of 4 rivers, and there's a huge big floodplain that just surrounds the whole city. And so the Canary people were here first. They're one of the few people to hold off the Inca army in battle, and then of course the Incas collapsed and the Spanish came here And when they saw there was 4 rivers, they founded their city here as well. The city that we now know as Cuenca. This wasn't me, this was a different them. You should be able to see the mountains, which is where Cajas National Park is. It's one of my favourite parks in the whole entire world. It's very beautiful. But the whole of Cuenca is surrounded on all sides by mountains. Further off in this direction is Ingapirca, which are the Cañari complex of ruins. And it's really definitely worth a visit. Just across the road here is my girlfriend and my favourite Mexican restaurant. Over here, and I think you're going to struggle to see it with this lens, is the Turi Viewpoint. And there's a big old church up on Turi, as well as parks and restaurants, fun parks, adventure parks, that sort of stuff. Gives you a great view over the whole city. Come down here to get away from the traffic to talk about Calle Larga. Calle Larga is where you're going to find a lot of the hotels, a lot of the restaurants, and a lot of the nightlife, although plenty of the nightlife is across the river here in the new town as well. As you can see, it's pretty busy. I actually think it should be pedestrianised. But if you come down here, down to the other side, down to the river, you can see all the beautiful buildings that are built along it. 3, 4, 5 stories high on this side, 2 or 3 stories on the far side in Calle Larga. They're built down this cliff that comes down to the river. I keep showing you Panama hats, by the way, and that's because Panama hats are actually from Cuenca itself. They're a hat worn by the indigenous people here, but because all the trade went through Panama, they picked up the name Panama hat. And then at the opening of the Panama Canal, Teddy Roosevelt wore one, and that was it. The name stuck. So those Panama hats are actually Cuencano hats. This is the Church of All Saints, which is one of my favourite in all of Cuenca, and just up from here provides some of the best views in the whole city of the Cajas Mountains. The weather has turned, but I'm Irish, so I don't really mind too much. Do hit like, comment and subscribe, and do visit Cuenca. It's one of the most beautiful cities possibly in the entire world, let's say. Why not? Full of culture, full of history, and just a fantastic place to relax, enjoy myself, enjoy yourself, and have a bit of fun. Perfect for cycling too. Alright, thank you for watching, and I will see you later after this rain disappears. Ciao, enjoy! Keep showing you Panama hats, by the way, and that's because